Hi dear students, hope you are all fine. And in our previous class we discussed about autoimmunity concept, and then now today we will be discussing about two topics. One is lymphoid organs, and other is introduction about AIDS virus, HIV virus rather, because in the next class we will try to complete the HIV full topic particularly. In today's topic, we will be discussing about lymphoid organs. One question will be asked in this. Before, in the beginning of the session, in the beginning of the classes, we have discussed about lymphoid organs, but yet still, again, we have discussed. Lymphoid organs are those organs which produces lymphocytes. Right? You all know lymphoid organs. This is the system is what is known as lymphatic system, where you have come across lymphoid organs, lymphoid tissue, lymphoid lymph nodes. All these together it constitutes lymphatic system that in turn responsible for immune system. Immune system consists of lymphoid organs, lymphatic system. So here lymphoid organs, basic primary lymphoid. There are two types of lymphatic organs. One is primary lymphatic organs, primary lymphoid organs. The other is known as secondary lymphoid organs or lymphatic organs. In primary lymphatic organs, we come across two. Number one is basically very important one, as you all know it. One is bone marrow, other is thymus gland. Other is thymus gland. You all very well know bone marrow. In case of mammals, bone marrow is responsible for the production of all different types of blood cells. Lymphocytes also, blood cells also. Hence we call bone marrow as the factory of lymphatic organs. Then in bone marrow all the blood cells are produced. All blood cells, hence it is known as the factory of blood cells. Along with blood cells, lymphocytes are produced. Lymphocytes. So the lymphocytes that are produced in bone marrow are known as B lymphocytes. And the B lymphocytes are modified into plasma cells. Plasma cells in turn produces antibodies, specific antibodies. Similarly, we have a gland in our body. We have a gland called thymus gland. In your last year, chemical coordination chapter, last chapter in first year, you have studied about thymus gland. It's a bilobed gland. What gland? Bilobed, like butterfly. There are two lobes in that. Right? That gland, right, found present behind the sternum bone. Clear? Breastbone or sternum bone, the bone that joins two rib sets is what is known as sternum bone. So there is a bilobed gland. What gland? Bilobed gland behind the sternum bone, very close to heart. This gland is found present, is known as thymus gland. In this gland, the lymphocytes that are being proliferated, matured, formed, right, are known as T lymphocytes. They are known as T lymphocytes. All they are known as T lymphocytes because they come from thymus gland. In children, thymus gland will be very big, large. Right? Large. In children, thymus gland will be very large, very active. It produces lots of T lymphocytes because they need a lot of immunity. As the age of the person increases, the size of thymus gland decreases. As the age of the person increases, as the individual grows up, then inversely proportional to his growth, this gland decreases in size. It decreases in size as the age of the person increases. Fine. After he reaching adulthood, 18 years, it decreases even further. Then at the age of around 40 years or 42, 43 years of age, this gland totally disappears from the body. That's why after 40 years, 42, 43 years, people should take more precautions because in their body, thymus gland is totally disappears and there will be no production of T lymphocytes and they are susceptible to many diseases, many infections after 40 years. So this is how it occurs. Immunity also decreases. So at the age of 40 years, this gland totally disappears in every person. It will be very large in children. adulthood, it decreases to half of the portion, half of the size. Then after around 42 years, it totally disappears. Then there will be no more production of T lymphocytes. So that's how they should take more precautions. So these are the primary lymphatic organs. Now what do you mean by secondary lymphatic organs? The lymphatic organs where there will be interaction of the antigens, right, with the lymphocytes. Thereby that antigens, when they enter into the body, when they contract with the lymphocytes identify this as antigens and they produce specific antibodies. Such organs are known as secondary lymphatic organs. Secondary lymphatic organs. Very importantly, we call tonsils. In children also you find tonsils. Tonsillitis very active, very prominently present in children. In adult they disappear. Similar concept here also in thymus gland also tonsils. Right? Then Peyer's patches, lymph nodes, lymphatic tissue, spleen. All these acts as secondary lymphatic organs. Now let's talk about spleen, a very important organ. In adults, try to understand the different function of the spleen. Here, in adults, it acts as a graveyard of RBC. Why? Because you all know that every RBC, red blood corpuscles, has a lifespan of 120 days. After they die in every human being, these dead cells will be collected by spleen, and they are stored there, and many biological biochemical reactions takes place. The component of dust is used up to release a hormone known as hemobiotin hormone. If that hormone is secreted by spleen, then bone marrow produces RBCs. There is a lot of physiology mode here. Then in adults, it acts as a graveyard. Spleen acts as a graveyard of RBC, red blood corpuscles, because in adults, whenever these red blood corpuscles die, they go and accumulate in the spleen. Now, spleen also acts as a secondary lymphatic organ. It helps in the production of lymphocytes. And the functioning of the lymphocytes to interact with the antigens. Right, spleen. Now, the one more function. In case of fetus, when the embryo is developing under the womb of the mother, fetus, what we call. In fetus, spleen acts as a production center of RBCs. It produces blood cells. See the nature. See the twist of the nature here. How beautiful, how planned, how smart it is. In fetus, bone marrow will not be well developed, because in adults, bone marrow acts as a factory of blood cells. In adults, bone marrow is responsible for the production, for the synthesis of RBCs by different processes known as erythropoiesis, leukopoiesis. All you have studied, right? So in case of fetus, where bone marrow is not formed, not matured, bones are also not completely matured, right? Where bone marrow is not completely formed in the fetus, right? In the process of formation in the fetus, this organ, spleen, acts as the center of production of blood cells. So in fetus, spleen acts as a lymphatic organ also, and as a factory of blood cells also. The same person after birth, when he grows up, bone marrow becomes the center of production of red blood cells, whereas spleen becomes the graveyard. I hope it's clear now, right? The twist here, right? How beautifully this one organ functions as opposite functions. In the fetus, it is acting like a production center of cells, blood cells, whereas in adults, it starts accumulating the dead blood cells, particularly RBC and other cells also. So this is the function of the spleen. Apart from this function, it also acts as a secondary lymphatic organ. Secondary lymphatic organ helps in the production of and interaction of the lymphocytes with the antigens. Apart from this, we have discussed two more points, two more terminology over here. One is known as GALD. What is GALD? G, gut. Associated lymphoid tissue is what is known as GALT. GALT, gut associated lymphoid tissue. So wherever you come across gut region, where is the almond region or in the almond region or in the esophagus, in the stomach to some extent, fine, and in the intestine particularly, fine, where you come across gut or alimentary canal, fine, gut, alimentary canal. In this whole alimentary canal, you find the presence of lymphoid tissue. What type of lymphoid tissue? Which is associated with, found present along with gut region, hence it is known as gut associated lymphoid tissue. This is found present in the digestive system whenever along with the food, along with the water, or by respiration also, microorganisms, antigens, pathogens, allergens, if they enter into digestive system, this tissue, lymphoid tissue, helps in the production of lymphocytes, and helps in the interaction of the lymphocytes with antigens. It brings about antigen antibody formation, antigen antibody complex formation, and reactions about that. So here, gut associated lymphoid tissue, where in the digestive system, in the alimentary canal, you find the presence of lymphatic tissue. As I told you over here itself, tonsils and Peyer's scratches, very common as Peyer's scratches in the small intestine. In digestive chapter also I have told mention about these points. So here, gall. The other terminology what I am supposed to understand is malt. Very similar here. Only the difference is from yum we call it as mucosa. Mucosa or mucosal associated lymphatic tissue. So this remains same here. Mucosa. So in the wherever you come across mucus, particularly the respiratory tract, in the reproductive tract, in the urinary tract, urinary excretory system. In excretory system you come across presence of mucosal lining. In the digestive system also, in the stomach you come across the presence of, in the stomach particularly, presence of mucosal lining. So wherever you come across the presence of mucus in the respiratory tract, in the respiratory system, in the excretory system, in the urinary tracts, and in the reproductive system, wherever you come across the presence of mucus, there also you find the presence of lymphatic tissue. Hence it is known as mucosal associated or mucosa associated lymphatic tissue. In our internal organs, in our body, in the internal organs, in the visceral organs, in the physiological organs, wherever you come across the presence of mucus, that mucus helps in the trapping of the microorganisms, entangling of the microorganisms, stopping the microorganisms, and also it helps in the interaction between the lymphocytes and antigens, thereby antigen antibody reactions takes place. So these two terminologies you have to understand. One is known as gut associated lymphatic tissue in the digestive system, other is known as mucosal associated lymphatic tissue. What do you mean by that? In whichever the system, whichever the tract, whichever the body organs, body parts, we come across presence of mucus, that all constitutes mucosal associated lymphatic tissue, in particular in the respiratory tract, in the excretory system, excretory system, urinary tracts, and also in the reproductive tracts. Right? You come across the presence of mucus. That mucus also helps in the immune system by killing the antigens, by producing and by interacting with the antigens with the help of lymphocytes. This is about the lymphoid organs. One question can be asked here in examples of primary lymphatic organs, or the example of secondary lymphatic organ, or how about the spleen, function of spleen, or what is malt, or what is gall. Right? All these questions can be asked in your exam. Very important topic. And the next topic is very important also, very interesting also. You have studied in your lower classes, I feel. In 9th or 10th standard, you have studied about the virus HIV or AIDS in this chapter also. So here we complete immune system. Immune system we complete. So in this chapter so far we have discussed different types of diseases. We have discussed immune system, right? Different types of immunity we have discussed: innate immunity, acquired immunity, non-specific immunity, right? Specific immunity, active immunity, passive immunity. All these different types of immunities we have seen, right? The interaction we have seen, the structure of antigen we have seen, right? Different types of immunoglobulins we have seen, right? After that, we have seen about the lymphatic tissues. We have seen allergens, allergy, right? Autoimmunity. Then we have seen what is that? Allergy, hypersensitivity, autoimmunity. One more small concept we have seen about the lymphatic organs, right? So now after that, so here we complete about the immune system. Now we will talk about HIV or AIDS. HIV or AIDS. Right? So after this we have discussed about cancer and then about drugs. So thereby we can then this chapter we need around 4-6 classes, 4 or 6 more classes for completion of this. Right? Next topic is HIV or AIDS. You all very well know? You all very well know? Clear?
15.
Very well know that AIDS, fine? It's acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. You all know that? It is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. I have already cleared the definitions of infection, disorder, disease and symptoms. The syndrome. What is syndrome? Where you come across many different types of diseases or many symptoms are found present at a time. Right? Such symptoms or many diseases are found present at a time in a person. Such a condition of the body is what is defined as syndrome. Fused. Right? Syndrome. Acquired, what do you mean by that? You are obtaining it. You are acquiring it. You are getting it from external source, from outsource, from outside. You are acquiring, you are obtaining, you are getting it into your body. Hence, it is known as acquired. What? Immunodeficiency, which decreases your immunity, which diminishes your immunity, which lowers down your immunity. Immunodeficiency syndrome. Why? Because you find collection of diseases. Bunch of symptoms, many diseases symptoms you come across, or you find the presence of many infections, many diseases at the same time in a single person. Such a condition is what is known as syndrome. So this is first right? Clear. Find out in 1981 in Hittai, USA. In this place, this was first detected in homosexual males, clear? And you all know that it is a sexually transmitted disease. We talk about that also. 1981 in our country, in India, in Chennai, in 1986, my first AIDS patient was found out, right? In prostitutes, female prostitutes, clear? So this is the historical background. This is caused by HIV, the virus, what is known as HIV. What do you mean by human immunodeficiency virus? Human immunodeficiency virus. So what do you mean by that? This virus, when it enters into human body, it decreases the immune system. There is a deficiency of immune system. There will be low function of immune system. The whole system, fine, will collapse. The immune system will collapse. What is the T lymphocytes? When we talk the further topic, we talk about that. So this virus is named as human immunodeficiency virus. Fine, it was found out by Lac-Montagnier. This virus was first found out by Lac-Montagnier in Pasteur Research Institute. Fine, clear. This virus was first found out by Lac-Montagnier, and he was the first person to say that this syndrome is caused by this virus. It was named as a different virus earlier, the naming. Then the nomenclature came to as human immunodeficiency virus, HIV-1, HIV-2. There are 2 viruses. Before that, this virus was been named by many viruses: lymphatic virus, lymphoid tissue virus, human virus, other things. It was named by other names. It was named, but Lac-Montagnier identified this virus and named it as HIV. Yeah? And you all very well know that this disease is a sexually transmitted disease. Right? STD. It is transmitted through sexual acts, sexual modes, through anal sex, homosexuals, right? Through normal sex. Right? Yeah, sexually transmitted disease, and also by infected blood transfusion. Infected infected blood transfusion. What do you mean by that? Some person has HIV virus in his body, in his blood. He is unaware. He is not known. He don't know that. But when he gives blood, when he donates blood to other person, or when other person receives a blood which is HIV, which is having HIV, he also gets that this virus, and he also suffers from this disease. Infected blood transfusion. Right? But this is the modes of transmission. Now what we are talking about? Modes of transmission. You all know this. You are studied. Right? Modes of transmission through sexually transmitted disease, infected blood transfusion, then through by sharing needles, blades, syringes, right? Where you share needles, drug addicts, they take drugs, they share drugs among the friends, they share the drugs, blades, if you use blades, if some person has used this blade, wherein his blood has touched that blade and the other person is using, unfortunately, when his bad luck is good, he also come across blood, when that blood touches, again he are also getting infected. In syringes, hospitals, clinics, nursing homes, if they use common syringe, because it enters into the body, if they use the common syringe, the needle one, to the other patient also, for example, if the previous patient had HIV in his body, so that will be transmitted to him, then through needles, through blades, through syringes, through blood transfusion, and from mother to fetus, through placenta. What is placenta? Yeah. Simple definition in this chapter, but you study about this in 3rd chapter and 4th chapter. The organic connection between the mother and the fetus, which is responsible for circulation of the blood, respiration, for the food supply, to remove all the excretory products from the fetus to the mother. Such a connection is what is known as placenta. From infected mother, that is important. From infected mother to fetus through placenta, such a transmission is known as vertical transmission. What transmission is called? Vertical transmission. From infected mother to fetus, the growing embryo in the womb of the mother. Through what? Through placenta, because this virus crosses placenta. Placenta acts as a barrier for bacterial infections, but it cannot prevent the transmission of viruses through placenta. Though placenta acts as an endocrine gland, placenta acts as a respiratory system, respiratory tract, excretory tract, digestive tract, fine, immune system tract, fine, clear. But yet it allows viruses crosses placenta, and the infection takes place from fetus also. Such a transmission is known as vertical transmission. From mother to fetus is known as vertical transmission through infected blood, sharing of the needles, blades, fine, through syringes also, fine. Then from mother to fetus. These are all the different modes of, through all sexual modes: anal sex, oral sex, normal sex, without the protection, unprotected sex, and also with multiple sexual partners, right? This also has to be prevented. So these are all the modes of HIV infection, modes of AIDS transmission. Right? After that, after this, we talk about the symptoms.
23. 3.
Then symptoms. What are the symptoms of HIV? When we talk about that, one is sudden body loss or weight loss, night sweating, general body weakness, nausea, indigestion problems, right? Immune system is lowered. He is susceptible to simple infections, small infections, simple disorders, right? He is susceptible to why? Because his immune system is not strong enough to resist against the disease. Why? Because this virus is attacking our own defense mechanism. Because immune system is nothing but like a defense mechanism. When our defense mechanism itself is being damaged, we cannot resist the diseases. So such a virus is what is known as HIV. To talk about HIV, one or two more points you add up here. It's an RNA virus. What virus? RNA virus, we call as retrovirus. What do you mean by retrovirus? Which has an enzyme known as reverse transcriptase. You will understand about this enzyme in the molecular biology chapter also. The enzyme is responsible for the production of DNA from RNA is what is known as reverse transcription. You study about transcription, the process. So it is opposite to the transcription process. Hence it is known as enzyme is known as reverse transcriptase enzyme. It brings about reverse transcription. It is a RNA virus. Hence it is known as ulta, opposite. Retrovirus. It belongs to RNA because RNA is genetic material in this virus. Fine. You all know that viruses will have either DNA or RNA as genetic material covered by a protein code. That protein code is known as capsid. So here we will talk about the structure of HIV in the next class. Before that, we will try to complete after the modes of transmission. We will talk about the symptoms. We will talk about the preventive measures. Then the treatment. Once we complete the disease, we will talk about the structure of HIV, and after the structure of HIV, we'll talk about the life cycle of HIV. That's very important. It can be asked for 2 marks also. The structure of HIV can also be asked, or life cycle of also can be asked. In today's topic, what we have discussed: lymphoid organs, primary lymphatic organs, secondary lymphatic organs, lymphoid nodes, lymph nodes, lymphatic tissues. Right? Spleen we have got, gut associated lymphatic tissue, malt mucosal associated lymphatic tissue. Little bit of introduction to AIDS, right? HIV, where it started, how it started, how it transmits, what type of virus it is. So these are the important introductory points about the HIV. Fine. So do take very good care of yourself. Fine. Keep studying. God bless you. Good luck. Take care. Repeatedly watch the class. Fine. Make your own notes. Any doubts you have, you clarify it on my personal account or WhatsApp. Fine. So do take very good care of yourself. Keep studying. God bless you. Good luck. Take care.